Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be showing you what I got in my Boxycharm this month. This is the base subscription box for the month of August, and finally, after months of being disappointed by Boxycharm, I feel like I finally got a box that I actually like. I'm not over the moon about all the products that I got this month, but overall, I thought this was a really good box. So I'm going to show y'all what I got, and I'll also tell y'all the stuff that I have on my face from inside of the box. So before we get into that, if this is your first time here, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please make sure you stop what you're doing right now and subscribe to the channel. Also make sure you click on my notification bell. I do try to post new makeup videos at least 2 times a week, and if you do subscribe, please let me know in the comments. I love to meet y'all. I love to see who y'all are, and I definitely want to say thank you for subscribing because you would really be helping me out. And of course, for those of you who are returning to the channel, welcome back. Thank you so much for coming back, and like I always say, because I mean it every single time, thank you so much for your continued support. It really does mean a lot to me. Okay, you guys, let's jump right into it. Okay, so quick overview for those of you who may not be familiar with what Boxycharm is. It is a monthly beauty subscription service. They have 3 different subscriptions that you can sign up for. I have the base service, which costs $25 a month, and for that I get 4 to 5 full-size makeup products, and they're usually from high-end and indie brands. They also have a premium service, which costs $35 a month, and you get 6 to 7 full-size makeup products. For both the base and the premium box, there's usually a mix of skincare and makeup items in the box, and if you have the base service, you can upgrade that to Boxy Luxe, and then 4 times a month you would get a luxury box, which would be 8 to 10 full-size products, and that would be a mix of beauty, makeup, and makeup, skincare, and lifestyle. So I guess the theme for this month, they theme every month, so I guess this theme is called spa, glamping, sunbathe, yoga, and slumber. I guess, I don't know, but this is what the card looks like here, and it's supposed to be like, I don't know, end of summer type deal, I feel like. So I have variation 33, and my box weighs 1.1 pounds. So I will make sure I put that on the screen for y'all because y'all are always asking me what the weight of my box is, and I used to forget to tell y'all that all the time. So again, I have variation 33, the weight of my box 1.1 pounds. So let's jump right into the products, and I'm going to start off with the one product that I actually did not get a chance to try out yet because it is a skincare product. So this is the Glam Glow Moisture Grip Omega Rich Moisturizer, and based on what I'm reading on the card here, the main deal with this moisturizer is that it's supposed to be anti-redness. So I don't have an issue with redness on my skin, but I am going to try this out. I probably won't try this out anytime soon though, because I just started using another moisturizer that I just opened. I've been using it for like a week now, so I probably won't try this out until I run out of that. I have to see about that. But one thing I do like about this, because I did already open it, this has absolutely no fragrance to it whatsoever, which I am so happy about. I was so ready to buy Fenty Skin until I found out it had fragrance in it. That was like the disappointment of the year for me. But anyway, I am going to blend some of this out. So that's what it looks like. I just want to see like how it blends out, how it feels, and all that on the back of my hand. So yeah, absolutely no fragrance, and it feels fine on the back of my skin. It's nothing like spectacular right now, but you know, it feels fine, like a regular old moisturizer. But I will definitely try it out, but it may not be anytime soon before I get to this. One thing I kind of love, but I also hate about Boxycharm, sometimes I feel like they don't give us enough makeup because they're giving us too much skincare, but I usually get pretty good skincare products from Boxycharm. So looking forward to this. I do like the packaging of this too because it's like nice and weighted, and this one costs $54, so I think this is the most expensive one in the box. Yeah, this is the most expensive product in the box this month. This was also a choice, so I know this was a choice, and the only other one I can remember is the Too Faced concealer, this one here. I didn't get the concealer because they didn't have my shade as an option, but based on like the other stuff that I got in the box, I think I did pretty good by picking this one, so we'll see. But that's product number 1. So everything else that I'm going to show you guys, I have actually tried it out today. So the next product is the Milk Makeup Cush Fiber Brow Gel, and I believe we got like different shades of this, and I have the shade Grind, so let me show you the shade on the back of that here. And I actually like this, so I do have it on my brows today, so I will zoom you guys in to give you a close-up of my brows. It took me a lot longer to do my brows with this compared to what I normally use, but despite that, I did still like it. I'm trying to find a place to put my phone. Okay, so let me show you guys the applicator here. So that's what the applicator looks like. So this is a tinted vegan brow gel that has thickening heart-shaped fibers. It has conditioning hemp-derived cannabis seed oil, and it's supposed to give you long-lasting fullness, shape, and definition. So I normally use a brow powder, and I've been using a brow powder for maybe like the past 6 months or so now, and then prior to that I've been using a pencil. So compared to both a powder and a pencil, I do feel like this stuff makes my brows look a lot more natural, and that is to be expected because these are brow fibers, so they are going to look more hair-like. One thing that I love about this is the color, because we've gotten brow products from Boxycharm before. I feel like I've gotten one other brow fiber product from them like a while back, and I recall getting like some other pomades, but usually the colors are too warm for me. I really like this because it's coming off like a bit ashy, a bit more cool tone, and I really do like the color of it. But what I really like about it is how it looks like very hair-like on my brow. So it was more difficult for me to apply this because normally I'm using a powder and I'm using this brush to apply my brow. So I hope you guys can see how detailed this brush is. Because the applicator on here is not as detailed, it was really hard for me to draw my tail. I really don't have a tail on my brow, so I have to like draw it in every single time. So because of that, I had to really go in with concealer to clean up my brows, and I usually don't like doing that because I just feel like my brows look a bit more natural when I don't clean them up with concealer. I actually prefer for my brows to look just a little like not so perfect, you know what I mean? Like, to me they just look more natural when they don't look super perfect. But I felt like for this I definitely had to clean them up with concealer because they were kind of sort of all over the place, especially toward the bottom, toward the back part of my brow where my tail is. But because I like how natural my brows look with this product, I am going to keep using it just to see if I can get better with the application. So this retails for $20, and this is product number 2. And then this next product, I wasn't all that crazy about it, but it's not a horrible product. So this is the Lord have mercy. This is the Elizabeth Mott Thank Me Later Eye Primer. So that's what the packaging looks like. This is cruelty free, and this is supposed to dry down quickly and give you a transparent finish on the eyelids and create a smooth and even application for your eyeshadow. So let me show y'all what this looks like. So that's the product there. That's the color of it. I don't think I've ever used a primer that's this color. So when I blend it out, so that's what it looks like blended out. I hope you guys can see, let me blend it out a little bit more. I hope you guys can see that it did leave kind of like an ashy look to my skin. I hope y'all can see that. So that's basically what it did on my eyelids too. To me, it wasn't completely transparent. It looked a bit ashy on my lids, but I didn't really care about that because I knew I was going to go over it with eyeshadow anyway. However, the feel of it, it's not like totally slippery, kind of like a silicone-y primer, but to me it felt like it didn't have enough grip for my eyeshadow. So I normally use this. This is one of the MAC paint pots. This is what I normally use as an eyeshadow primer, and I love this because to me this is like the perfect balance of smoothness and tackiness. Like, it's a smooth base on your lid, but it's tacky, so it's like your eyeshadow sticks to it, but it's really easy to blend eyeshadow on top of it. I just felt like this was just not sticky enough. Like, it just feels like it's a bit too slippery. So when I did start trying to blend my eyeshadow on top of it, I wasn't too crazy about like how it was feeling because it wasn't like moving my eyeshadow all over the place, but it just didn't feel quite as gripping as my MAC primer. So I did go ahead and set this primer with a powder, which I normally don't do. I'll normally only set my eye primer if I'm going to be doing maybe like an all matte look, but if I'm going in with shimmers on the lid, which I normally do, I usually don't set the primer primer, I felt the need to set this. So it seems to be holding up okay as an eyeshadow primer in terms of like keeping the eyeshadow in place. I don't see anything that's like creasing or anything, but I haven't had this eyeshadow on for very long. But my only issue with this is that it just doesn't feel quite as good to me as what I normally use. So this is something that I definitely would play around with, maybe use it a couple more times just to like really see, really get a consensus if I really like it or if I don't. But I know that it's not something that will like replace my MAC primer. So again, it's not like a horrible product, but it kind of wasn't my favorite for today. So this one retails for $20 and this is product number 3. And speaking of eyeshadow, let's move on to that, or the eyeshadow brushes rather. So the next product we have is the Morphe I Got This 4-piece eye brush collection. So that's this here. So the brushes, they do look used because I did use them to do my eyeshadow today. I just put them back in the box because I just wanted y'all to see how they were packaged. So this is the packaging here. So just in case you're not familiar with Morphe brushes, they are pretty well known for their eyeshadow brushes for being inexpensive but really good brushes. They do have face brushes too, but I feel like they're more known for their eyeshadow brushes. So here is the set here, and this is a mix of natural and synthetic bristle brushes, but this card does not tell you which one is which. So just by looking at them and comparing them to some other Morphe brushes that I have, I feel like this one is the natural bristle brush. I do have an entire set of natural brushes from Morphe, and they look and feel just like this one, so I'm thinking this is the natural one, but I'm not positive about that. So if anybody else got this brush set, or if you just happen to know, let me know in the comments which ones are synthetic and which ones are natural. But again, I think this one here is a natural bristle brush, and I think the other 3 are synthetic. So like I said, I used them to do my eyeshadow today, and I thought that they were just fine, like nothing spectacular, but I thought that they were just, you know, like regular performing Morphe brushes. I didn't have any issues with any of them. I like how these brushes are shaped and everything. Like they're to me, they're brushes that I would just pick up and use with no problem. So this one retails for $12. So that is product number 4. And last but certainly not least, I was keeping my fingers crossed, hoping that I would get this eyeshadow palette. So I'm very, very happy that this was in my box. This is the Butter London Teddy Boy eyeshadow palette. So this is the packaging here. And here we have the palette. So for those of you who have been following my channel for a while, y'all know how I feel about cool toned eyeshadows. I love like cool tone, like grungy types of colors, and that's exactly what this is. This is described as a cool neutrals palette. That's exactly what it is. I just love the colors in this palette. So I am wearing this palette on my face today. So again, I will zoom you guys in so that you can get a close-up of my eyeshadow. So I am wearing the shade Francis. I'm wearing that on the majority of my lid. And then on the outer part of the lid, I'm wearing this shade Rupert. Now, I will say about this one, when I picked it up and put it on, I thought this was like a very deep, like almost like a maybe hunter green type of shade, but it's actually like a grayish black shade. And when I looked at it, I said, oh, that's an interesting color, like a green shade to put in here, but it's not green. It's more of like a grayish black color. So that's the color that I have on the outer part of my lid and going into my crease area. I have this shade here, Graham. This is a matte brown. I have that on the lower lash line. I have the shade Archie here on my inner corner. And then I have this shade Billy. I have that on my highlighting my brow bone. So these 3 colors up at the top, I didn't use them, but all 3 of these are colors that I would use. This color here in the middle, I probably would only use that as like a brow bone highlight, but every single color in here, I could see myself using it for something. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't use this one, Nigel. This one here, I could probably use it as a brow bone highlight also, but overall, I really love this palette because it's nice and cool toned, and I think it's a cool tone palette that would be really suitable for the fall. That's what I really love about it. I think it's very seasonal and it's like right on time for me. The one thing I don't like about this though, I don't like this. So I'm just hiding the mirror so it doesn't blind you, but here there's a mirror. So this is how the palette opens and closes. closes. I don't like that. I wish it was just like a regular one where you like flip it up, but that's not a big deal. But I really like this palette, and I think the colors look really nice. So yeah, I'm very, very happy that I got this, and this one cost $28. Okay, so that's all the stuff that I got in my box. I think out of everything that I got, the only thing that I may not be using very often is this eyeshadow primer. I feel like everything else I'm going to get a really good amount of use out of. So like I said earlier, there's been like a long stretch of like unhappy months for me when it comes to Boxycharm. I am really, really liking this box. Like, even if I get like one product that I just absolutely cannot stand, and I'm not saying that about this one is okay, but even if I get like one product that I just know that I'm never going to pick up again, to say that I can use all the other products in the box, I think that's a win for me. So I really like this box. I'm really happy with it. So it's making me look forward to next month. Finally, this is what I'm used to with Boxycharm. I'm used to looking forward to next month's box based on what I got in the current month, and I just haven't been experiencing that. I feel like this is the first time in 2020 that I've gotten a box that I really, really like. So now I'm looking forward to next month. So let's just hope this isn't like a one-time thing, and that this is like, you know, on an upward trend with Boxycharm. So let me know what y'all thought about the box. Let me know if you have Boxycharm. Do you like your box for this month? Let me know in the comments. So I really hope that y'all enjoyed this video today. If you did, please let me know by giving me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe before you head out today, and I really hope to see y'all back here for my next video. Until then, take care. Have a good one, y'all. Bye.